if I had a nickel for every time MatPat made a controversial FNAF theory, I'd have 2 nickels. No, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. No, you'd have a lot more nickels than 2. Hey guys, and welcome to GT Not Live, where it's a new year and a new memes. It's meme time. We haven't done a meme review in a long time, and there's been a lot happening on the channel between our announcement video, between all the theories that have come up, between me being sick, between everyone being on the couch. There has been a lot going on over here in Theorist land. And so we thought, you know, what better way to ring in kind of like the early 2023 era than us sitting down on the couch and reviewing some of the stuff that you are submitting to us over on the Game Theorist subreddits, which is, again, one of the best subreddits on all of Reddit. In fact, the best, I would say.
So true.
Name a better one. Advice Animals is pretty good.
Advice Animals?
I like Advice Animals.
I like,
Aw is cute. It's a good one. AWWWW.
Eye Bleach.
Ooh, I've not seen Eye Bleach.
Eye Bleach is pretty fun.
What sort of content can you find in Eye Bleach?
Kitties.
Oh, so it is the eye. I was wondering whether it was the stuff that's causing you to bleach your eyes or the stuff that is
cleansing.
the cleansing of the eyes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So I like that one.
Nice.
But I do think Game Theory is a little bit better.
Game Theory, our community slaps.
It goes hard.
In the best way possible, not the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Like if you guys were going around and actually slapping people, we'd have to have a talk. 'Cause that's not okay. Not okay. But you going around and figuratively slapping in the positives. See, this is why you can't use modern lingo.
Slapping others with knowledge.
Yeah, slap them with the knowledge. Come on. No, love tap. It's a love tap with the knowledge.
A love tap.
It's a love tap with the knowledge. We don't slap with knowledge. We love tap with knowledge. We uplift. We cup and lift.
The cup and up.
The cup. Yes. Yes. That is what we do here on the Game Theorist subreddit. And here on these channels, we do the cup and up with knowledge. That's what it's got to be. It's got to be this is now our official hand gesture. If anyone ever submits a video, please include this. The cup and up with knowledge. You got to offer it. You got to offer at the end.
Cup and up.
Cup and up
knowledge.
with knowledge. You got to separate your beats. Clean beats. That was like when I was in college, I was an RA and we created La Crevasse, which was our like nightclub on the weekends or whatever in our hallway. And it was always, it's firm yet gentle. There it is. Yeah. I taught that to, who did I teach that to? I think it was Mirror Matt back in the day when he was here. I mentioned Mirror Matt. Yeah, he doesn't work with us anymore. We did a big FNAF send-off. The big FNAF trivia battle against Ash, that was supposed to be that's the way he wanted to be sent off.
That was, we talked about it for a while, and he was like, this is how I want to do it.
Yeah, I'm like, how do you want to be sent off, man? He's like, this. I'm like, I don't know if people are going to get it. He's like, this. I'm like, okay. But the idea of clean, separate beats makes such a big difference. It's all from my theater days.
Yeah.
Where you want to make sure that your blocking is always clean, and that's how audiences read things. And so I use this, especially when I was more heavily involved in the edits of game theory. I would, and when I was giving notes on all the different channels and stuff, that was always one of my things. Like, we got to separate the beats. This isn't clean. This isn't clean. You're doing too many things at once. Something has to land and then something else can happen. But if this is moving and this is moving at the same time, it confuses the audience, right? And so comedy is all based on these clean beats, right? Like, if it was
and up.
Yeah, if it was this, it's not as strong, right? So again, like I don't use my theater degree all that much, but that was just something that when I was a director in theater, that was a big thing for me. Is like, you got to clean up the beats and you got to separate them out, which might feel inorganic, but helps an audience process what they're seeing better. And it, especially if you're going for like a comedic thing, it tends to make things funnier.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got memes.
We got some memes today.
All right. What do I have in store for me today, Ash?
Oh, goodness gracious. So we have everything from...
You know what? It's all right. We're going to cup it up with knowledge.
Yeah.
So let's just hop into it. First one. GTLive Iceberg 2.0 with over, I love that it's like a selling feature. Now with 120 more entries and lots more chaos.
It's so good.
Now with 120 entries. Okay, Matt. Oh, Mirror Matt is at the top of GT Live. Wow. GT Not Live. Ash. Steph is still up there. That's good.
I've moved up a level from last time.
I was going to say, you're at the top now.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Go me.
Underneath that, Chris. I was going to say Chris has got to drop at this point. Jason has dropped it because they haven't shown up in a long time. Even the charity streams have dropped. Charity streams always exist. GT Live Theoryware. Sure. Clap and a half. Always persistent. Nice. Beautiful. Head editor Dan has moved up. Look at head editor Dan. Man, look at the team. Pikachu. Music Man's top tier. Man, simultaneously whipping Nene, Sans' Nest, all those classics are up there.
Tom made it.
Tom, right? I'm actually surprised.
Tom is there.
Tom is there, right?
Yes.
Look at the crew.
Yes, moving on
Look at the
up.
greater Theorist universe.
Yes.
The greatest Theorist universe is showing up. Phony.
Woo!
We all know the phony right over there.
Yeah.
No one's mentioning bread. Bread.
Oh yeah, well bread is new. Let me
Bread's
switch
new.
back so you could see bread.
There's bread. Oh yeah, I guess that was a window in a window. I was super. No one's mentioning bread back there. New addition. He's cute.
He is
cute.
cute.
He was sent to us by the Cooking Companions devs.
Yeah.
So in case you're a fan of Cooking Companions, you know, everyone's favorite visual novel about eating your fellow human beings in ye old Ukraine. There it is. There's also the cabbage plush, which was also adorable. So they're there. But yeah, there you go. Dan, there's head editor Dan back there too.
Yes.
Who took the place of Chris. So now they're at the same level, but maybe at some point one will subsume the other. Here we go. FNAF. Wow, FNAF is even on here because we did a bunch of FNAF theories. That's cool. We got Skip, Amy. Oh, Skip. Skip needs to come back just so he can come back. Ryder, Archive Land. So, you know, all you joining in Archive Land back in the day, back when they were live and everyone would just catch up to them via the like old VOD uploads. The clap and a half variants, like the stab and a half. Wonderful. I like that they've become variants. The stab and a half variants. The bow and a half.
Bow and a half.
Tromboners. You know, just a small handful of uploads, but solid.
Right?
Solid performance with Trombone Champ.
So impactful.
Yeah, Trombone Champ. If you slept on Trombone Champ, you missed out.
Yeah.
Honestly, the lore was deep. The melodies were deep. we were boning hard in those. Wow. Matthias Pathias and Ashbat, which was our Halloween costumes.
Woo!
That was great. The whole lore of Matthias Pathias, the Amish man who just loves to churn his butter and just sit there. It's amazing. VidCon, we did some live events at VidCon as far as our GT Live mature streams. I mean, that's pretty much every episode at this point.
A little bit.
Let's be honest, they're all a little spicy. Reaction videos and live theory crafting. We've been doing a lot of that. Intro changes, which never happen, despite our best efforts.
Well,
and actually, I guess it's not because our efforts haven't been that great.
If you look at your calendar, I did send you an invite.
You sent me an invite?
Yeah, I sent you an invite.
What?
We're looking over it.
Oh man, that's exciting.
I know.
Oh wow, Gerard speedrunning. I'm surprised that's as high up there. That was we did that twice. Once on the charity stream and once just as an episode, I think. But man, if you guys watched blind speedrun races of Mario Maker, I would do that as the entirety of this channel. That is me in my like peak gaming happy zone right now. Speaking of peak gaming happy zone, over the holiday, I got Tunic, which again is one of those games that I don't know if you guys would ever watch a theory about. Maybe I'll throw it in at some point. It's like, we could afford to sacrifice views this week. But the algorithm won't kill us too hard for this one. But Tunic is great. It is basically a Zelda game, but with modern sensibility. It's the first Zelda game, which is very fundamentally different from all the Zelda games that came afterward. But it's the first Zelda game, but with modern sensibilities, and Dark Souls-esque combat. It's great. I love it. I can't wait to play more of it. At some time when my schedule opens up again. I played like 2 hours of it. I'm like, this is amazing. And now I'm like, I want to get back to it. But yeah, so Tunic's great. But on that, like, that is my wheelhouse. So if any of you ever want another speed running Mario Maker blind challenge where we're just dropped into levels and we race each other, I'd love that. I would do that all day, every day. It's so fun to me. Cool. All right. A little bit deeper. We're getting deep now. This is hashtag blame Jason, classic, logo changes. I guess the logo's changed a couple times. Drama Llama, it's always there. He's always there. Save the drama for your llama, my friends. Save the drama for your llama. We got Ed Krause, which we all know is the official name of the generic guy who is in all of our game theory episodes. He's more of a game theory thing than he is a GTLive thing, but we did discover his name on GTLive. Fun fact, by the way, so we're uploading shorts these days because YouTube is handcuffing us in order to stay healthy channels. This is us. And it's fun. It's fun for us. Like, it's fun to go upstairs into the green screen and just like pump out a couple of these because they're fun. They're short theories. It's great. We get to revisit old theories. We get to do new ones. Ones that aren't long enough for an actual episode. It's delightful. And it feels good to like go up there and record like 4 quickly and then you're like done. But an ironic twist. So we have this one coming up. It's probably already uploaded by the time this video goes up. If this is going up on Friday, I'm assuming. It's on Superman. It's over on Film Theory, and it's on how Superman's disguise would work. And in that, you have me in front of a green screen. We have a bunch of great pictures of Henry Cavill. And in the first edits of it, we had Ed Krause, because he's our generic guy and we have him do stuff, right? He like fills a role and he'll like do things in the frame. Just the generic guy. You can't choose your thumbnail for shorts. It is automatically generated and it'll choose a face. It just chooses, because YouTube knows just algorithmically that people will click on faces and highly emotive faces and faces that are clear and up close. Every time we upload it, it chooses Ed Krause's face. Despite my face and despite Superman's face and the video being titled like Superman's disguise would work or whatever. Nope. And so we went, and it's Ed Krause. So we went back and edited out Ed, or we actually put a silhouette over him, or like he's a vignette now or whatever. He's just he's a silhouette, I think, at this point. So that way the algorithm would stop choosing him. Now it chooses me. For the life of us, we cannot get YouTube to choose the face of Superman on our video about Superman.
Maybe the algorithm's just got a little thing for Ed.
Yeah,
who
doesn't?
Like a little thing.
Let's be honest, who doesn't have a thing for Ed? I mean, we chose him for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
No, but it's like the generic everyman. But yeah, anyway, so we're in the thumbnail of that video will probably just be me being like, whoa. Whatever. Great. Ed Krause. We got the FNAF lore off, which we just talked about. That was me or Matt's send-off. We also had Amy and Chris do a FNAF lore. We've done a couple of FNAF lore offs for the wider Theorist universe a couple times over the years. It's kind of like a rite of passage for anyone sitting on the couch at a certain point. So, if you pass muster, if you like blame it on capitalism, yo.
Heyo.
And then capitalism happened.
There was someone made a really awesome Gary's Mod edit of me talking about the FNAF timeline.
Really?
But there's copyrighted music underneath it.
No!
So I couldn't show you, but I'll send you the link.
Okay.
And I'll put a little link in the description of because it's really funny and I love it a lot. But just letting you know that I would have done that.
Yeah, but it just, if you can, don't use copyrighted music. If you ever send us stuff, please, or if there's a way to make it easy for us to eliminate or whatever, that would be great. Because we want to showcase that stuff. Yeah. But a lot of times it's going to get flagged by the system and there's not a whole lot we can do. Right. But we do appreciate it though.
Yes, indeed.
And we watch it. I think a lot of people would be surprised by it. I see almost everything that gets posted on subreddit. People are like, oh, MatPat will never see this. Oh, I'm just posting it here. I see almost everything because I love our subreddit. I love hanging. I'm a lurker. I don't participate a whole lot. Obviously, just there's a lot of other stuff to do, but I love lurking in it. I love watching it. So even if we don't react to it here or spotlight it here, just know that I have most likely seen it and enjoyed it. I love everything that goes up there. I've seen your theories. I've seen your fan art. I've seen your little video, the fan videos and stuff like that. So I've seen a huge volume of it. Anyway, okay, Steph's mic. The fact that she cannot, she cannot put on her mic to save her life, or her hair is always Sorry, apologies everyone for that one. No, I've ruined it, haven't I? There it is. See, I pulled the Steph's mic. It's attached to my clothes. There it is. Sorry.
Great. So new year, new mics.
New year, new mics. There it is. Rage hair. That happens more often than probably necessary. GTLive podcast. There was that period of time where we were spilling the tea with our GTLive. That was fun. I like that one. Team Theorist trip. There's been a couple over the years. We went to Disney World or Disneyland. They all came out here and they were all sitting on the couch. There was that time we all went to Las Vegas to thank them for 10 million subscribers. That was a good one. First stream. Oh, that was classic. Caffeine Molecules right behind me. Pro Tips with Stephanie was an early bit that we did, and that was a lot of fun. Sprinkler Time, which was actually sprinkler time. When we first started the live stream, it was in our old house, and the sprinklers were giving us a hard time, and the grass was dying. So I set an alarm for 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time every day, or I think it was 4:30 actually, to check this, to look out the window and make sure that the sprinklers were running, and that was sprinkler time, and it became part of the live stream. Awesome. It continues and it goes. It goes and it goes. Maybe one day we'll get to the bottom half of this.
Yeah, but we'll hit it. But there's memes we gotta look at.
The lost here. This one, the lingerie photo shoot.
Oh,
it exists. Those photos exist.
Oh,
it was basically us promising to do like the Markiplier OnlyFans before that, where there was a donation incentive for, I think it was our first charity live stream for St. Jude, where I'm like, oh, I'll do a lingerie photo shoot, and we did it. You don't want to see those.
No.
Trust me, it was uncomfortable for the team. It was uncomfortable. Like it was like, and to be fair, like it was like the Markiplier stuff where it's like the funny nudes. Except I wasn't even nude. We were just like wearing like goofy lingerie stuff. Like it wasn't revealing. I mean, it was revealing insofar as it was me in like sexy lingerie, but like it wasn't like showing off anything really.
Like scandalous but tasteful.
Yeah, exactly. But it was uncomfortable. We saw the pictures. And we're like, oh, this is pretty cringe. Like it and not in like a good cringe way or like a tongue in cheek cringe way. It was like, this is rough. Like we understand that it was a promise, but we also gave you all the other donation incentives. We're like, we'll just bury this. I don't think people care all that much. Anyway, okay. We'll cover more of this at a later date because this is really fun. Next up, this is by Opening Strength 758. Okay. William is Springtrap.
Okay.
Calm. Michael is Springtrap. What are you doing? Henry is Springtrap. See, this is why the FNAF timeline episode hasn't come up yet. In 20 pages, I haven't even been able to crack this. Charlie is Springtrap. Vanessa is Springtrap. Gregory is Springtrap, clearly. Music Man is Springtrap. See, they got it. They understand. I win. There's so many damn Springtraps. I love this. This is the timeline. Can I, instead of doing the actual FNAF timeline that I've been working on for the better part of like 2 months now, can I just have it, I just post, hey guys, so we're finally done with the FNAF timeline. Here it is. Music Man to Springtrap. You name a better pairing. Music Man, William Afton, Springtrap. Did a bit of edit. Yes. See telephone 8983. Matthias. With, what do you think Stephanie's name here would be in American Gothic?
Ooh. Stephabel?
Stephabel?
I'm trying to think. It's like Jezebel, but like
Stanny Oakley?
Steph.
That's rough.
Let's see. What's like a ye oldie?
Mary Beth. Mary Jo.
Steffi Beth.
Bethany. That's just Bethany. That's just the name Bethany. I'm like, Bethany. That's just Bethany.
Bethany.
That's an actual name of someone.
Like the N-I-E at the end.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, that's your challenge. In the comments, what is if I'm Matthias, man who loves his churning, what is Stephanie? Every time. So sorry. Like how angry she looks. Like me, I'm just like mildly perturbed. I smelled a fart, but she's like actively annoyed.
That's how they look in the painting.
It is. Name a better duo. Who did it better? Right? It's a who did it better challenge here. American Gothic. Oh, it brought me to the store. I don't want to buy it. Here, look at this. Can I zoom in? No.
No.
Apparently I cannot.
Oh.
There we go. What the heck? Why can't I zoom in? There, okay. He does kind of look goofy. He's goofier than I remember him. He's got a little bit more personality. He's like,
yuck.
Right? She's like, no, get back in the fields. Take your little pitchfork and get out into the fields and bale some hay, man. And he's like, oh man, do I have to? Like, I used to think that both of them were kind of depressed, but this guy's actually kind of goofy.
Well, yeah, it looks like he, messed up
Yeah,
in some
it
way,
does.
but the portrait is still scheduled for this time.
Right.
So she's just staring him down. But he knows what he's done.
He knows what he's done.
Something awful has happened here.
Right. Yeah, this is actually, it's funny, revisiting American Gothic after having not seen it for a long time. Like, I've got a picture in my mind of what it looks like and what the feel of it is. But actually, it's a little bit, like, she's serious. It's like, she is what I remember this picture being. But he's not as stoic as I always thought. He's not as, like, serious or, like, grave as I always thought he is. He's just kind of goofy.
That's great.
He's a little prankster.
I love that.
Little prankster. Love that for him. Ooh, Slade. All right, next up, we got Wonderful Regret 91 or 910. Wonderful Regret. Since you guys like the last meme I made, Mom, who's bullying you? Game Theory thumbnails. What? Nobody loves you. Get dunked on. I remember this one too. We discuss. I mean, again, like we discuss obviously all the thumbnails, especially on the main channels. And yeah, this was one of those spicy ones where we're like, is this gonna be mean to people? Like, is this mean? Nah, it's fine. It's rough. Yeah, the Petscop ones were tough to thumbnail. Because Petscop, for those of you who don't remember, like Petscop was this like a horror story basically told through a PS1 video game, like these fake Let's Plays. It was brilliant. I love it. But man, it was brutal, the thumbnail, because the main character literally looks like a green poop. Like a green pixelated poop with big feet. And it's like, no one has any idea what this is. Like, none of this translates. All of it was like really difficult to visualize, like pixel art. Like all of it was super low quality. There was nothing to do. So that's why Petscop in particular has like some of our weirdest, most experimental thumbnails. I think we wound up with good stuff that we were really happy with and that like were fun. But yeah, some of them got aggressive. You'll notice also that it breaks from the traditional game theory Gothic. Our font is Gothic Impact specifically. And so again, we were playing with all sorts of like the titling conventions and stuff like that. So nobody loves you.
Logging on YouTube after a hard
thumbnail.
day.
Yeah, thumbnail, right? Imagine, I was like, oh, wow, I am so tired after school. It was tough. There was a lot of work. I got okay on a test. Oh man, MatPat uploaded. Great. Nobody loves you. Nobody loves you. Sad.
For legal reasons, I would like to say that Matt does not mean that.
It's true. No, it's for legal. I love you. But in a platonic way, in a like friendship way, in a like bro hug, like pat on your back. Not like the overly committal hug. That's not true, actually. When people hug me, especially like fans and stuff, I'll give them nice. I've heard that I'm a good hugger.
That's great.
Yeah, rumor has it. People tell me like, oh, that was a nice hug. I take my hugs seriously. If I'm there, I'm committed to you. We're hugging it out. Next up, I got to balance out my thumbnails. Got to balance out the thumbnails with hugs. It happened again. This is Al Bok Choi. If I had a nickel for every time MatPat made a controversial FNAF theory, I'd have 2 nickels. No. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. No, you'd have a lot more nickels than 2. I don't know. I don't know if you've been paying attention, friendo. But there would be a lot more than 2 controversial FNAF theories. You would be a wealthy $10 heir. Probably. If I were estimating it accurately, let's see, we've done about 60 FNAF episodes at this point. Yeah, you're getting a couple bucks out of that.
Head down to Five Guys. Get yourself a little meal.
Oh, you're not getting a meal out of that. Inflation has hit us hard, Ash.
Oh.
Inflation is very real.
Oh, right. We're talking.
You're getting
fries.
You're getting like a fry.
Yeah.
Like a small to medium fry.
Yeah.
But knowing how Five Guys fries work, they'll put them in the bag. You'll get some bagglers in there. A lot of extra bagglers.
I got a lot of bagglers last time I went.
The bagglers.
Oh my.
Slap.
It was basically 2 orders of fries. It was great.
Right? I know. The bagglers are game changers.
It's truly.
At Five Guys especially. Like, that is a great policy that they're like, oh yeah, just throw some extra in the bag. Yeah. Just let them overflow.
You know.
Because it feels like you've gotten so much more.
Yeah.
Even though, what's it costing them? Like a little bit extra in potato?
True.
Totally worth it. Every time. Bagglers every time. Also, in case you didn't know, that is the official term for fries that are not in your like container or cup holder, but are the spare fries that wind up in the bag. Bagglers.
Bagglers.
Did you know that?
I didn't, but I love that.
Do you know where it originated?
I do not.
So it was basically, I believe it was a Burger King campaign back in the late 90s. They were trying to come up with terms for all the like fast food things that we all either take advantage, like not take, that we kind of like overlook or like accept as truths, but don't really have official names. And so I'm trying to think of other things that were part of that campaign, but there were like 4, if I remember right. There were 4 different things, but the one that always stuck out to me. Oh, some of them were stupid, like, oh, the little remnant of ketchup that's left over after you take a bite of it.
Remnant? Sorry, Lord, I have no idea.
Man, the ferocity at which remnant was just hurled at me was physically painful. Remnants?
That was like
veins bulging out of your neck.
Something else came over me, and
you were possessed for a minute.
Like, I don't think I was in control.
There was a moment where Ash lost herself.
I'm embarrassed.
No, you shouldn't be. It was like the commitment was amazing. I think you blasted me so hard with the remnant. Like my hair is like fallen in multiple directions. I'm like looking at myself in the camera. I'm like, oh, it's like fell all over.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Remnants.
Remnant? You said remnant of ketchup.
You said the thing.
I was like, oh, it's all connected. Whoa.
It's all connected. The ketchup. That's it. That's what we're gonna inject into the kiddos and bring them back to life. Wow.
Wow. So is it red?
Remnant? No, it's silver.
Red mints?
Red mints! I'm just gonna do this from now on. This is my new remnants! Amazing. I'm gonna do that in the final FNAF timeline theory, and no one will have any clue what's going on. You 100,000 who watch the meme reviews, you will know, and it'll be great.
Remnant?
Yeah. I'll even maybe have Ash voice it.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh my god.
Every time I say remnant in that theory, I'm just going to use the clip of you saying it in this moment.
Oh, thank you.
That was delightful. Thank you for that. Anyway, I've had more than a handful of controversial FNAF theories. This is the TLDR of that one. Oh man, I asked an AI to write a game theory video script. Okay, this is by Glamrock Fred Boy. Oh man, this is going to be very long, so I can't read the whole thing, but I'm very excited.
I think you should read the first bit.
So, to be fair, and real quick before I read this is an idea that we've wanted to do since April of last year. We wanted to do it for April Fools of last year. The AI scripts, despite us training it a bunch of times, didn't work out the way that we wanted to. So we put it on ice for a while. Now that like AI generated stuff is in the presses again and is trendy again and this, like we're revamping it again. I want it to come out in February. I don't know if it will. If not, we're aiming for, again, April 1st of this year. But yeah, that's been one that we've wanted to do forever. And we wanted to do one for each channel. Apparently, if you go into Chatbot GT, what was it? GPT? Whatever the Chat GPT, I think it is. If you go into there and ask it to make a MatPat game theory script, apparently it will spit you back something. And it knows enough about us and our content, or maybe it's been asked enough about us and our content at this point, that it does have a response. Like, it does know what you're asking for, and it will deliver something that is vaguely game theory-esque. Which is kind of crazy
to
think
sick.
about. That, like, our work has been so impactful, prolific, whatever, that this chatbot knows about it and can, like, replicate our style. That's really cool. So we're working on it. Hopefully we can kind of get it to a place where it's like, oh, this will be a fun weekend of scripts for the channel. So anyway, okay, here we go. This is the AI chatbot. Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory. Life in the internet economy. It's where good ideas happen and bad ideas are swiftly squashed, leaving only the strongest ones for production. It's a bright and exciting place where everyone is interested in the same things and has the same problems. I just hate gaming. Let me rewind for a moment and tell you a story. I was 14 and a World of Warcraft player. Around my 11th year of playing WoW, my neighbor Kyle knocked on my door. Kyle's father was a history teacher at my high school. Now, Kyle and I were pretty close friends at this point, and it was a pleasure to see him. We talked for a few minutes, and I watched him briefly as he looked around my room. Cool video games you have, bro, Kyle said excitedly. Well, felt pretty happy. I smiled politely and told him about my favorite game being Warcraft 3. We ended up having a pretty good conversation. Kyle's father thought I was pretty clever and congratulated me on my love of computer games. I didn't really see it, but my dad used to play StarCraft and StarCraft 2. And he liked my game quite a bit too. About half an hour later, Kyle's father knocked on my door again. This time, he was carrying a Threes tournament invite. Hey, John, it's me, Kyle's dad. You need to get out of your room now. Do you want to come and play a StarCraft tournament? Kyle's father asked. Do I? I responded with a broad grin. Yes, that's awesome. I told my neighbor as I told him my theory. My theory! I told my neighbor as I told him my theory. Oh, yes, that's awesome. I told my neighbor as I told him my theory. My dad's gonna come too. You guys should totally come. I'll even have my dad bring you more food. Kyle's dad was a World of Warcraft player too, but only wanted to play Warcraft 2 for now. So, we went to the computer room and had a good time. We played StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3. It was awesome. Kyle and his dad were both pretty fast players. Kyle was pretty good at StarCraft and Warcraft 2.
What gets me.
See.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I was 14 in your 11th year of playing World of Warcraft.
That's pretty amazing. You got to start them young, you know? You got to start them young. You got to get them into that WoW pipeline as soon as possible. My 11th year. Yeah, this was great. A little bit more anecdotal, I think, than a normal game theory would be. A little bit more narrative driven, a little bit more personal focused. This is a personal story of mine as opposed to, like an actual theory crafted using arguments and points and research. But, let me tell you about my Warcraft history.
And your name's John.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's the game theory guy I killed off to get this gig.
John Pat?
John Pat. Yeah. He wasn't really cutting it in the early days. He wasn't really cutting it, so I cut him.
Ooh.
Out of the picture. So anyway, yeah, a little bit of a different flow for sure. I don't know if the chatbot's really dialed into kind of the way that we do things or kind of like the flow of my voice, but it was a solid attempt. I would hire this person on as a writer.
It's just this guy talking about his love for his friend Kyle.
It's a game theory script. What are you talking about? Totally fine. That's so funny. And the intro kind of started off right. Like reading this, I'm like, oh, this is kind of close. And I do sometimes work in like short personal anecdotes, like in the intro paragraphs or whatever. So anyway, that was pretty. And there's like 3 more pages.
There's 3 more pages where you talk about Kyle and StarCraft.
Wow. It's a little bit more Blizzard gaming focused than a typical game theory episode is too. Here we go. Wondering hard. Happy Meme Monday. MatPat sold his channels, working on a new one, and hasn't told us what it'll be about. Panic. No need to panic. The channel will not be a often guessed one. Has the initials ST, and the banners prove it is blue. Calm. Yeah. I don't know what about that calmed you down, but yes, that is a thing. It isn't book, music, or space theory, and his Poppy Playtime video may have proved it would be blue. Panicking. I feel like you might be panicking a little bit too much. I feel like there might be a little bit too much panic happening. Why? The banners prove it's blue. Calm. The Poppy Playtime video hold the presses. More blue. It is blue. That is the goal of the channel. Is it to be the color blue? That is accurate. The initials are ST. It is not any of those. And yeah, so there you go. Panic! All the panic all the time. It is not one of the often guessed ones. Yeah, so there you go. What do you think the new channel should be, Ash?
Sleigh theory.
And what do we do? Talk about like various sleighs and sleds and other devices of carrying one's body across the snow?
No, I think it's just you doing voiceover. But it's just you talking about things that you think are really cool.
Stan theory.
Oh, Stan theory.
Stan theory.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. You know what I stand today? But hey, that's just a theory. A Stan theory. Thanks for shipping.
Thanks for shipping and work.
And work. I like it. That's a good one. Here we go. Thought of another one. Here we go. This one, other box. Ferb. This one's looking at both of us at the same time. Okay, so got our good old game and food theory. The fans. Why won't anything look at me? Oh, poor Phil. Hey, I'll have you know, film theory is doing great right now. I think it actually is it might have the most views of any of the channels.
Really?
At this, towards the end of last year, I think film theory was on a tear. It was doing great. I think part of it was because it was the only channel that had uploaded short. Okay, not so much anymore. Like it's still doing totally fine, but it's not like, I believe it had, for the first time ever, had crossed Game Theory in terms of views in a given month. So film theory might be the underappreciated middle child, but it's doing totally fine. Which is funny, which I also think is funny about the memes. But no, film theory also has had probably the most dramatic evolution of any of the channels. To me, I think, because film theory's bread and butter used to be like, hey, let's actually talk about movies. But now no one cares about movies. Like Marvel was kind of like the last big holdout, but our Marvel theories, like no one even cares anymore because we're all so done with kind of like Marvel, and Phase 4 has really burned a lot of people. And so when you look at film theory now, it's all just like old TV shows and like analog horror or like YouTube centric horror stuff, which I love. I think it's great. Like that's the sort of stuff that I'm super interested in too. I do miss doing some of the superhero theories because I think like those universes were fun to talk about. But yeah, and we'll still mix them in every once in a while. But yeah, film theory has had to, I think, pivot the most over the years, as far as like every 2 years or so, 2 to 3 years, there's a pretty strong pivot in like what film theory's focus is. So it's kind of coasting there, cooking along. Good old film theory. All right, Billy 116, certified MatPat, overlooking good lore franchise moment. Okay, Fallout. Jurassic Park has brilliant lore despite MatPat overlooking it and going straight to the logistics. It's true. We have overlooked both the lore of Jurassic Park and Fallout in order to talk about the science stuff. I can tell you why Fallout. I have never been so deep into that franchise that I feel comfortable talking about the lore of Fallout. And I know it's one of those franchises that people care a lot about. And whenever I've offloaded, and normally I'd be okay, well, not anymore. I used to be okay tasking some of our writers and researchers to do episodes that are lore-based on franchises that I wasn't super familiar with. And almost every time that's happened, it ends up being like one of those episodes that I get raked over the coals for, because I can't double check it, right? I can't like go through and be like, oh, this is right, this is wrong. And these are people who are a lot of times were like, oh yeah, I know this franchise. And I've given them warnings. I'm like, hey, so you know, I've done this in the past, and it has not gone well for me. Like, I am always the lightning rod of hate at the end of the day of like, whatever mistakes you make, I am not in a position to catch, but I will be the one catching the flack for. That's just the nature of the world. That's fine. But yeah, it's one of those things where I used to kind of be more open about and be like, hey, please, like, send me your pitches on stuff that I'm not as familiar with. But it happened so many times that I'm like, I can't do this. And so Fallout is one of those that has always been that. As far as Jurassic Park, I don't know. For me, I see the appeal of the lore there. To me, though, what is so interesting and endlessly exciting about Jurassic Park as a franchise is I think the science questions involved in Jurassic Park are always interesting. Like, how do you bring dinosaurs back to life? How do you contain an animal like a dinosaur, right? Like, what would translating dinosaurs into a real life setting in a modern day setting where Earth looks and feels very different? How would that translate to their biology? The I-Rex from Jurassic World. What is the weird genetic mixture that they threw into this thing to get this thing at the end? This weird like T-Rex hybrid creature. Like, I agree that there is interesting lore stuff in the Jurassic Park series, 100%. But for me, as a viewer who watches that series and actually really enjoys that series, I haven't seen Dominion yet. I don't know if it's good. I've heard it's terrible, so I've been dragging my feet on it. I know I gotta watch it at some point. But to me, the scientific implications and questions that come out of that franchise are like endlessly fascinating. And like stuff about dinosaurs and the science of just dinosaurs as creatures is so cool and so interesting. I'm like, I just want to, like, Jurassic Park is the franchise that I hold up as like, this is my episode to do fun episodes about dinosaurs. And we do so much other lore stuff in so many other venues with so many other franchises that I'm like, hey, this is the one that I can lean into science stuff. People really seem to enjoy. I really enjoy, and like it works. So that's the rationale for those two very different reasons why I've ignored the lore on them. But you're totally right to call it out. And if anyone ever knows the lore of Fallout and can give me a theory about it that isn't going to get me raked over the coals without me double checking it too thoroughly, that'd be great. Because I'm scared to do that in a lot of cases. Here we go. Okay, this is from Otherbox 2. Sorry if this has been done before, but it's so true. I make the most memeable content, Game Theory. No, I do. Food Theory actually does a lot of memeable stuff. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's been left on the table, for lack of a better term, from the Food Theory stuff. Amateurs. What was that? Oh, GTLive. Do we make the most? We do.
Every single episode.
Every single episode is some that you can meme. The problem is that they're long. And so you have to be like really combing through them and dedicated to find it. Either that or you just watch the cold opens. Because the cold opens usually are ones that we like pick out some good moments.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes we don't, so that the big reveal of the meme is stronger.
It is true. Like sometimes it's in the middle there. You never know. You never know when a meme's going to happen here, but man, come up with a lot.
When they do,
ooh, they're spicy.
They go hard.
They're all good. Remnant!
Remnant?
Remnants! Remnants. There it is. That's your one for the day.
Yep.
There's probably a couple. Oh, jeez. Lichen Russ. Theorist Community after last couch video. Okay, so this is the one where I'm like, hey, we sold the channels. We sold Game Theory. A new channel. Staying true to being creators. More resources. More resources. The community. This is a great meme format, actually.
It's really good.
I love this meme format. It's brilliant, actually. Here's all the stuff we're going to talk about, all the important issues. New channel. Woo! Hey, that's nothing more to be said there. It's accurate. It's really funny. I think a lot of it though too is like there's a lot of uncertainty around like what selling Game Theory means and some of the points around it, or you guys just trust us to make the best decision as best we can for where the business is and stuff like that. So no, we appreciate that. So thank you. Like I think with a lot of other people, if that announcement had been made, there'd been a lot of discussion around like, what does it mean? I'm worried about this and that. And I mean, anytime you make a decision like that, it's going to be hard and scary. But one, there's only so much that you guys can do. Two, we're making the best decision that we have based on where we are in our life and where the channels are and where the business is. I mean, you keep hearing me talk about like, the short stuff. But I mean, it's true. Like that has been a massive change in the ecosystem. YouTube has fundamentally shifted in a way that's making it harder to it's just harder nowadays. There's a lot more content that's demanded of you that has to come out faster. So it's, there was a lot of decisions that went into, that kind of basically a request for help or kind of like partnering with someone else to help us. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to help us in the long term and it's going to be great. So anyway. But yeah, but that being said, it allows us to kind of talk about this new channel, which is something we've wanted to do for a long time. We're excited about it, and we're all steam ahead. So take the picture. My eyes are up here, but here's the picture. Here we go. My Jigglypats. That was on the iceberg. The old Jigglies. Old man YouTube from Ivysaur. 2VI or 26. Everyone, this is a fish. Sure, Grandpa. Let's get you back to bed. Some days. That was me going a little off the rails. There's gonna be another one coming up later this weekend, hopefully, with Blue's Clues. Blue is not a dog. So get ready to fire up this meme format again, because Blue is not a dog in Blue's Clues, and you can bet the thumbnail is gonna be this is not a dog or this is an alien or something else. But so get back to bed, Grandma. Old man YouTube losing it again. Am I old enough to be Grandpappy YouTube? Because for a while I was middle-aged dad of YouTube, and I feel like I'm still technically in that range, but I'm getting close to Grandpappy YouTube.
I think you're still in dad zone.
Dad zone still? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give it another like 2 years and it's like Grandpappy.
Yeah.
It is funny how like similar to like the ages of dogs, where it's like 1 year in real life is like 7 years of like the dog ages 7 years or whatever. On YouTube, it's basically the same trajectory. 1 year on YouTube is an additional 7 years. That's a good theory. How many years does YouTube take off your life? No, but like how
Blue might not be a dog. But YouTubers are.
But YouTubers are! YouTubers are dogs! This is a dog pointing at me. Pointing at Dream or whatever. Trying to think, who can I point to that would be like, not offense at me. The only one I can point to is myself.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, what we got? Top 10 anime betrayals. Oh, Psy AI. Gregory is not a... Oh, yeah, when he drops this in the middle. That was amazing. He's like, wait for this. Poor John. Gregory is not a robot. Oh, remind me, I got to get back to him about visiting us.
Yes.
He wrote to me. I got to follow up with him.
Yes, I do. I was talking to him about that today.
Oh,
actually.
Tell him I haven't forgotten. It's just that we're figuring. I don't know what I don't know if I'm going to be in LA at the end of this week. So.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, right. I'm supposed to leave on Friday, Saturday. I don't know.
Oh, that's exciting.
I'm in the process of finding. It's for the Last of Us premiere, but I'm trying to partner it with a couple other things out there. So I don't know if I'm going to that anymore or not. We'll find out.
Woo!
So we'll see. Welcome to my life. So anyway, if you need an anecdote to share with John about why I might be slow to get back to him on like when he can come out, that's the reason why.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
All right, next up. Me Monday International Egg 20. Here we go. Coincidence? I think not. Simon board. It's just a really good arrangement of colors, okay? I mean, we started with green. We started unintentionally. That just was the nature of what it was. Green was like the Xbox color at the time, all that. And then we're like, well, what looks good with green? Red. That was the natural extension. And then we're like, well, if we go blue for food, if you look at food content, yellow is actually a very prominent color in the food world. It's like you think about McDonald's, you think about like a lot of fast food stuff uses yellow very prominently in its branding and its color. Hardee's. Burger King has a lot of yellow with the bun and stuff, like yellowish orange and the bun and stuff. A lot of food stuff is yellow. So that's why it ended up being yellow. And then blue was like, well, this one matches the best. It also, again, like based on the content vertical, ST, whatever it is, blue feels like a good color for the content that we're talking about. So there you go. But yeah, it was pure coincidence. And then it just became just like it. So it makes me wonder how we wound up with the same color scheme because it was not based on Simon. It just wound up naturally progressing that way, which is so funny to me. Next up, Wolf Lord Lee. Am I the only one who thinks that MatPat looks like Kenny Loggins?
But they had a good poll. Like that's a good poll to compare it.
That's a good poll. Generic white man with swoopy brown hair. But I tell ya, Kenny Loggins.
But like the eyes and eyebrows also kind of work.
No, the eyebrows, like the like slightly thicker eyebrows, the like kind of like inset eyes, the like very like kind of narrow almond. Yeah, actually, this fits. They should pull a shot of me with my beard. I guess I was bald at the time, so I didn't have the hair. But if they could splice on the beard, because the beard even, that's funny.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
That's amazing. The greatest hits of Kenny Loggins. This is amazing. I love this. I love that Kenny Loggins is now my celebrity lookalike.
Congrats.
Can I take a ride into the danger zone, my friends? Happy Meme Monday! This counts as a meme by Otherbox. Okay. I'm chilling. And then Tom walks in. And then Dan walks in. And then the whole crew walks in. Yeah, everyone's been cycling on the couch. It's empty. It's been empty here without everyone.
Yeah.
There was between John and all the FNAF collabs, and then Amy and Tyler was on the couch, and Dan and Tom. It was a spicy couple weeks there.
It was.
Lee was here. It was constant.
It was.
I know, and now it's just me again. I'm so sorry that you're stuck with me again.
Hold on.
Don't worry, we'll get people back. What's that? Yeah. Oh. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, thank you. They're gonna do this. Oh my God. Thanks for that one. I appreciate it. See, now we're getting too crowded. See, yellow. Yeah, all this yellow. They're all yellow. It was all yellow. I didn't realize how many yellow mascots we had here. Okay. Here we go. Oh, jeez, just Mega Chew. Giga Chew is flopping all over the place. All right. Look, now we're not so alone, you and I. That's nice. Here, real quick, speed run. Speedrun it. MatPat acting sus. Oh! Oh, I tossed him into the back rooms. Oh no, nerdy gnome. What else we got? MatPat's bippy. Oh, I asked about what a bippy is. What is the definition of bippy? Used euphemistically as an unspecified part of the body. Yes, I know. Oh, ooh, the butt. Really, I would not have assumed the bippy to be a euphemism for the butt. So that's good to know. I did not expect that. So thank you for doing the look, anthropomorphic eggs. That was the problem. It's an unspecified body part, and I was wondering what body part it is. Next up, truly most important video to show us. What is this? Here's a clip. Ha! Website, but I don't think videos on this website, but I don't think most of us have ever actually seen it. Here's a clip. I don't think most of us. See, that is great. That is a meme format that, like, here's the video that we should watch. Oh, that's funny.
Isn't that a good format?
That's a great format. Oh, the lead-in? There's a video on YouTube. I don't think most of us actually watch. And just Rickroll. That's amazing. I love it. Thanos twerking is always going to be a win in my book, honestly. The disdain from Lemons and Chips. MatPat's feelings towards Jason. MatPat's hatred. Oh, yeah. Oh, if you think my hatred towards the FNAF lore, Jason. Yeah, look at this. 100%. This isn't even true to scale. It's like bigger. Bigger than that. Oh, man. Okay. Whoa, I made these. Can I copy your homework? I'll help you with it. Yeah, sure. No, man. Theater MatPat. Bold of you to assume I did the homework. I'm crazy. Lol, nope. Detective MatPat. Wait, we had homework. Read at 5:55. Yeah. MacPat. Amazing. Wait, we had homework is Quail Man. I love that. Delightful. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our memes, our memes for the new year. Please keep them coming. As always, go to the Game Theorist subreddit. Or, look, there's Game Theory memes specifically. That's a new one.
So if you come up with a meme and it isn't Meme Monday, you can go to r/Game Theory Memes and just put your memes there.
Whoa, we have 2
Yes.
now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, top 5% ranked by size.
Yeah, so it's growing.
Right? Not bad. 9.1K. That's amazing, guys. Guys, you're the best. And then over here, we got 750K. Like, you guys are amazing. As always, thank you. These are so fun for me. I know we don't do them all that often because there's a lot of games for us to do. And, you know, it can't really be the primary content of what we do here. But, like, it's always so fun for me to visit. And like I mentioned earlier, we are always here. And I'm always, like, watching and looking out for the memes and stuff. And for the theories that you submit and all that. So it is super valuable. Thank you for all the work that you guys put into this community, to everything that we do here. It is such a pleasure to just get to sit down on the couch and appreciate you and your work at the beginning of this year. So I hope the start of your 2023 has been great so far. I'm getting over whatever I had, but I'm getting there and my voice is slowly getting better. But I can't wait for another great year with all of you. So anyway, without any further ado, I have to run, go pick up Ollie from preschool. So in the meantime, as always, remember, it wasn't a live stream, but it was a video for you. See ya!